So, back to Brawly and his encounter with the Goldeen. Both of them are going blow for blow. Ukazuka's last blow was awesome and bloodied the Goldeen. Alright, so we'll have Goldeen. We'll have Goldeen. Go for Supersonic. So, Wisdom save of 14, please.
That's a 3.
Alright. You are confused. So you may attempt to catch, or you can try to damage him more. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do. It is your turn, though.
I'm going to try and catch.
Excellent. Roll D-Hundy. Crit catch. So, as you're in like absolute focus, because this is your arena. This is what you do best. It's like you come from such a background that this is like your profession.
Yes.
And you're just so in the zone, you like get ready that Pokeball, and it's like you have this like phenomenal like magical throw. And it's like the Goldeen doesn't even see, because it's like a curveball.
Perfect.
Boom! Hits the Goldeen out of nowhere. The Goldeen's like in shock. It goes into the Pokeball. Boop! And then it is caught. Click. And then the Pokeball goes to your hand. You have now successfully caught the Goldeen.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I'm gonna return Ukazuka.
Excellent.
And I'm gonna bait up my rod with my last bait and give it a cast.
Understood. So, perfect. Just roll to see if you hook.
Does he still need this one? That is a 2.
2. Okay, you have 2 more attempts before loss of bait.
That's a 19.
You perfect. So, with that, I need you to roll me a 1 second.
If it's a natural roll, it's a 19.
Natural of 19. Okay. I have stuff written down, so I'm gonna find it real quick. There it is. Okay. So, give me a percentile roll, please.
It's 93.
93. Whew. That's more like it. But it ended off strong. I need you to make me a strength check, please. And because what you're pulling up is alpha, the DC on the strength is going to be increased by 2. So I need you to beat a 17.
That's a 17. Got a 13 on the dice. Now.
Perfect. You reel it in, but it is, you are a strong man, but you are excited because of how tough this is, and you're not used to that because you're so strong. You're just yanking everything. You're like, oh, this is a big one, and so you yank it out, and it's the biggest Goldeen you've ever seen in your life. It's like King Goldeen just popped out the freaking lake, and you're like in shock because you're like, oh my, and salivating probably at the same time because you're like, dude, yes. So this Goldeen is an alpha and 3 times the size of a normal Goldeen. All right, with that being said, let's roll to see if it's shiny. I'll roll the percentile. Way to job strong, bro.
I'm scared.
And it is not shiny, but it is an alpha. So with that being said,
That's a big one.
that is a big one. You've rolled it in. You get 1 free attempt to catch. I need a 95 or higher on the catch because if it's an alpha. If you roll 95 or higher on that roll, you can catch it. If not,
touch there. This is sweaty.
we are going to engage in battle.
I put on deodorant. It doesn't stink.
Sit.
It's a 93.
Close, but no cigar. Well, as you ready a Pokeball, you throw it. It hits. It goes click, click, explodes out. The golden looks at you, acknowledges you, and gets ready for battle. That is going to be end of your round. But now we know where we're leaving off. We're going to jump over to Jazz and Roland to end the session with the final bit of our round.
Fishing, I was contesting, they committed grand theft.
It's obvious you don't pair these two together and leave them alone.
And they wanted to go to the room.
Alright, well guys, you've escaped.
Okay, the one question I will ask is, has the Pokemon tournament started at this point?
I would say yes. It is. You probably.
Just missed.
I wouldn't say just missed it, but you have probably 15 minutes or less to get there as battles are going to try to last minute register.
I'd say you should just book it.
First of all, are you guys even linked up?
Yeah, I was like, hold on.
Because I'm sure, because you dipped out first.
So, for flavor and context, can I be like, I dipped within...
Alright, I need perception checks to see if you guys can, like, see each other and find each other.
I dipped, but I got out of sight quick.
Would that be... Finn, that would be the correct thing, right? Okay. Just want to make sure my checks are right.
Perception?
Yeah.
It's an alpha!
23.
It's an alpha!
Probably gonna win the contest off that. Oh, that's beautiful if you catch it. 23? You, I'm just gonna say off that, you see her. You know where she's at. Okay, so where are you? Are you in the bushes or something?
Yeah, I'm like in the bushes. Like,
I rolled a 15
down
plus
the
3, so that's
street
19.
a little bit.
Okay, so you
15,
both.
16,
So you
17,
see
18,
each
no,
other,
it's
you recognize.
You just hear me.
Okay,
And you
so
run over.
where did you go? I know you're in the bushes. Where did you go? You see each other.
Well, you just said I did some footwork.
Yeah.
And then you didn't really specify if I went
just took off down the
to
street towards. How would be towards me?
Okay.
We'll just say I went towards whatever direction Roland was at, and I booked it, got out.
Okay, so you guys have linked up in the bushes.
Yeah, I heard him do whatever his sound was, and I did a whole footaw
Okay, cool.
to the side.
Reenact what's going on.
So
you guys are linked up.
I, at this point, heard him, and I, like, jump over into the bushes,
Okay.
and then we're talking.
Alright, look. Take this set of fine clothes.
Okay.
Put it on.
I'm taking the clothes of fine clothes. So I have a set of fine clothes
Yeah, that's what you're wearing.
I'm wearing.
Look, I'm gonna do this for you, but you have to trust me, okay?
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna give her my documents for Sawyer. So she's gonna walk around as Sawyer.
Sawyer. Okay. So I am Sawyer now at
Like,
this point.
I have
Just
a
for
full
the time being.
makeup kit. Like, she completely changes, like, not her appearance, but like, she doesn't look the same anymore. Has different clothes, everything. I have like a
Give me a performance roll.
For which one?
That'd be legit, right?
For
So to be able to do what he's saying, I want a performance roll to see if you can pull it off. It's a part of the charisma, I believe, right?
Movement? Perception. Okay.
So basically charisma and then whatever modifier you get.
Performance? Are we both rolling or just me?
Just
You, because you're the one trying to.
act like so.
Like, help.
Okay, so
I do feel like this situation where she could get advantage because of all the changes.
Okay.
So
I'm cool with advantage.
I also could do one more thing. I also
So,
have the. Go ahead, no.
Is that an at one?
Oof.
You
Okay.
you automatically fail.
Well, no, because my original one was a 6, so don't I go for the first one?
That's what advantage is. Take the higher one.
Okay, so you don't automatically fail, but you have a 6.
7, 8, 9, 10. So it's a
So you have a 10. You didn't beat the DC. You can still do it,
So,
but if
Just-
a police officer comes up, you will have disadvantage.
hold on, wait. Put on the clothes, but I am gonna write a personal letter from Professor Oak saying that this is my special granddaughter.
I need a performance check from you.
Well, it's one of my abilities to write that.
Oh, forged documents
And I have your hand signature too.
from Professor Oak.
Yes, I did. I got your signature back
Yeah,
in
you
the
got your
lab.
autograph.
Okay, I'll allow it.
So I'm just gonna write her a note, be like, "This is like my granddaughter or something." Like,
Great granddaughter.
yeah, great granddaughter. She's alone. If you find her, please help her.
Okay.
Return to Professor Oak at 137 Ash's mom's address.
Alright, so with that, you will no longer have disadvantage. If a cop finds you and starts intimidating, it'll be baseline. So Trevor has helped you out tremendously.
Nothing.
I'm not saying they're gonna find you,
I'm still.
but
rolling- yeah, I'm
who
still
knows?
Because Roland wasn't.
Because they
but
don't.
people saw you.
That is.
The police
fine.
didn't,
Yeah,
which is
the
a big
police
help.
didn't.
But they're gonna have just a verbal description.
Exactly. That's fine.
It said they wouldn't commit crimes.
So this is
I have-
a process at the mart. So this is gonna take time for them to set up flyers, whatever. You probably have a little bit of time to do whatever you want to do before. I would say you have probably about 3 to 6 hours before they have posters
Okay, that's
posted
fair.
up.
6 hours?
Yeah, that's fair.
So
I would just also like to
That's
state
not
that I'm on my
cool.
way. Like now that she's set up, I'm trying
Yeah.
to hustle to the tournament.
Okay, so you guys are hustling to the tournament.
I'm not going with him.
She's
Or
going
she.
to the room.
I'm not going
That's
with
probably the
her.
best thing to leave town for you.
Yes, that's.
So I.
You're probably a safer scenario.
Yeah.
So you're hustling to the tournament. You're
I'm gonna
heading out
get
to the
towards
ruins.
The ruins.
Understood. That's where we're gonna leave the session. Everybody, TLPC Nation, this has been a fun one. We love you. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for being TLPC Nation.
I didn't even
Have a good night. Have a great day, and take care.
But that damn
TLPC Nation! Our people, we are back at it for another session of Pokemon DND Kanto. Last session was wow. It was so much fun. I think it's only going to expand off that now that we're building some momentum and we're getting somewhere.
he got a weird way of saying illegal.
I love it how everyone's starting to play into their characters. This is phenomenal. So, we're going to start off today's session with Alec. And I believe he just did a stunning performance. All the judges gave him 10s. Styx his shiny Umbreon. And Noel his amazing, spectacular performing Delibird. They killed it. So, with that being said, let's get this party started. As the performance has ended for Alec. Alec, where do you go from the stage?
I was assuming I go back to like the green room where you were getting ready for the next part.
Alright, cool. We have Lee very confident, very quiet. He is also one of the rivals from Palette. He was the rival in athletic attire that was shredded by description. So he walks up to the stage, he bows, and releases 2 Pokemon. Both Pokemon being Tyrogue, and the other Pokemon, a Alolan Geodude.
Okay.
So both Pokemon hit the stage. He bows to both of them. Both Pokemon look back at him. They do in a way like Geodude puts his hands together in more of like a peaceful, and then kind of like does a little head bow. Tyrogue does the same. Puts his hands together in a peaceful manner and bows to Lee, and their performance begins. I'm gonna make a roll real quick. Alright, that's good to know. Let's start some music as well. Is there something you want to say, Alec or Finn, real quick?
Nope, just
Okay.
listen.
Got it. Alright. So, the first performance. You see the Tyrogue use Helping Hand. And then you also see the Alolan Geodude use Spark. So I'm going to make some rolls. Actually, I'll do that later. And as the Geodude is using its electric ability to spark its, like, generate a spark, you see the Tyrogue giving it kind of like a assistance with Helping Hand, generate like a bigger and brighter spark. Geodude generates the spark into the like sky, or like toward the ceiling of the stadium, and then you see Tyrogue jump into the air as if he was heading like above that spark of light. Then you see the Alolan Geodude starting to throw rocks or boulders into the air, and then you see Tyrogue using his fists and using his kicks to smash each one, as you see the razzle dazzle with the light of the spark, and then all the rocks just being obliterated by fists and kicks of the Tyrogue. And then they both, or the Tyrogue lands right next to the Alolan Geodude. They both put their hands together and they bow. That would be their performance. You hear the stadium kind of like in the opposite reaction of Alec's performance, where everyone was just going crazy. If the stadium was so loud you could hardly hear. This is more of a everyone was just caught in awe factor. Just very silent. And then as they're bowing to the trainer Lee, Lee also bows and puts his hands together back to the Pokemon in their performance and says, "Great job." And then you hear the whole crowd just applauding. Not much of a woo, just applauding. And you also hear Blue shake his head in approval and applaud as well. So Lee returns both of his Pokemon and heads back to probably where Alec went as well. For that was his turn. After he bows to the crowd The judges pull up like an 8 and 2 9s. So a pretty good performance, but it was hard to really beat the performance in the judges' eyes prior with Alec, where he got 3 straight 10 scores.
Gotcha.
We're gonna jump over to Brawly's turn. Alright, I believe last time on Pokemon DND Kanto, you just caught yourself a Alpha Golding. Or not caught, but
I
you
reeled one in.
Reeled one in and was about to engage with the Alpha Golding to attempt to catch. So, choose your Pokemon and we will roll initiative.
Alright. I am going to choose Buzzbuggle.
Alright.
Buzzbuggle.
He throws out Buzzbuggle and it starts to sparkle in the air. Ting, 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 ting. As the Alpha Weedle hits the battlefield, ready for battle. Weedle! Weedle! Looks over to Brawly for instruction and is ready to do work. I'm gonna roll initiative. I got an 11.
I got a 1 on my roll.
Alrighty. So, the Alpha Golding's first move will be Supersonic. So I need a Wisdom saving throw of 14, please.
That's a 19.
You pass, and it's your turn.
I'm going to go for a Bug Bite.
Understood.
That's an 8.
You will not pass the check. It will go back over to, or the AC I should say, will go back over to the Alpha Golding. The Alpha Golding uses Tail Whip. I need a Charisma save of 16, please.
That's an 11.
Alright. It is your turn.
Alright, Buzzbuggle. Go for a Poison Sting. Does a 17 hit?
17 does hit. And then I believe...
You are also poisoned.
Wait. I'm gonna look something up real quick. Because I know that there was perhaps some modifications with that move with the updated move list on how the poison operates. It might be a con save. It is. It is a con save of 13. On a fail, the target... That is a 5. I am poisoned. Or I should say the Alpha Golding. I'm going to write that down. And on my turn, I will take... At the end of the turn, I will take 1d4 poison damage. So, let's start reenacting a little bit so this battle has more flavor. Buzzbuggle gears up. And with his Alpha Stinger, hits the Alpha Golding in a prime spot. And now the Alpha Golding is looking to be, with that sting, poisoned and weakened with sickness. Golding!
And it takes 20 poison type damage.
Alright.
How's it look?
The Alpha Golding is going to use Peck. And what's my to hit? Does a 14 hit?
Yes.
Alright.
Are we doing?
38 flying type damage.
Well, he goes down.
Hurt. What was the HP on Buzzbuggle?
21. You darn near killed him.
Well,
Oh, right.
flying type is double damage, and then
Keep that, dude.
on top of a tail whip did additional damage as well, so I'm glad he didn't die. Alright, who you sending out next, bro?
I'm sending out Ukazuka.
Ukazuka comes out next. So, the Alpha Golding flies up and then pecks down on the amazing Alpha Buzzbuggle, but because of the super effective damage, it's just too much for the Buzzbuggle to take. And then Buzzbuggle is returned, and Brawly will send out Ukazuki or Ukazuka. But real quick, what is HP and ACs?
Current HP for Ukazuka is 21.
21.
And 12 physical, 11 special.
Understood. Alright. So, alright, so roll for initiative.
That is a 19.
Alright, you go first. Who'd you bring out?
Ukazuka.
Oh, that's right. Ukazuki.
Being as I am going first, I'm going to use a potion on Ukazuka,
Got it.
bringing him back to full health.
Is the mechanic for healing with potions just
Yeah, it just happens. It's
baseline?
Like, yeah.
Is it a bonus action? Or an
No, it's
action?
an action.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Alright, so you're at 40 health?
Yep.
Alrighty, so the Golding will use Tail Whip. I need a 16 Charisma save.
That's a 13.
Alright, it is your turn.
Alright. Ukazuka! Let's show him what we can do. Icicle Spear. Does a 14 hit.
You do hit the AC, so you get to go.
And I rolled a 3 on my d6 for the multi-strike.
Got it.
And that means I strike
3 times.
3. $15 damage.
Alright. The Alpha Golding is bloody.
Alright.
So the Alpha Goldeen will go for Horn Attack. And the Alpha Goldeen will miss.
Alright. Alright. I'm gonna go for a catch. I'm gonna throw a Pokeball.
Get it.
That's an 89.
Alright. As you ready the Pokeball, you throw it with such precision and such focus. It hits that Alpha Goldeen that is getting exhausted from its battle. Goes up into the air. Click. Click. Wiggle, wiggle. Click. And is caught. You have caught the Alpha Goldeen.
Sweet.
Good battle.
Scary.
Alright, so is this the Pokemon you want to end the contest with? Because you caught one other, and you had what? You had 2 lures, right? Or no, 2 baits.
I had 2 baits that was given to me, and my bug bait that I found. How much time is left in the fishing contest?
I would say you probably have like a half an hour, maybe 45 minutes in the time period. So enough for one more attempt to catch something if you want.
Brawly's actually really impressed with the size on this thing, and
You're really
like,
good hands with it.
there's no way there's anything bigger than this in here. So I'm gonna, because I was at the back of the lake, and it's gonna take me a while to walk around, and I want to make sure I get it in, turn in, or get the size measurements and everything before the contest ends. So I'm gonna start heading back that way.
All right.
Over to the official.
So with that time period, we'll jump to somebody else.